In July, we were forced to cut a 15-day-long thru-hike short after just 2 days due to a medical issue. The footage from that trip sat on my GoPro for several months until I was finally able to bring myself to watch it.
Straight into that stuff right up there.
I've decided that now is the time to finally share with you the footage from that lost hike. You ready?
Hell yeah. I've been waiting.
All right, first steps. Every journey starts with a first step. Let's do it.
Let's hop to it.
But I'm just gonna get a picture of your lunch.
All right, you're good.
And we are off on the great adventure. 4 years in the making. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Ready for this?
Ask me again in an hour.
Exactly. We only have 4,000 feet of elevation gain to get today. Nothing like starting off with a bang. But we are at the Sluice Creek trailhead and hoping to make it to Elephant Head Mountain today. And in 15 days, if everything goes well, we'll find ourselves in Cook City or Red Lodge. Let's do this. Woo! All right, first big break of the trip. And I'm pretty convinced that whoever built that trail that we just went up hates people, because that was a hell of a climb.
Yeah. What, mile and a half and 2,000 feet almost?
Yeah. I've been on some hellacious climbs before, but and it's hard because like normally when you're in that like hard climb, like it doesn't look like this.
Yeah.
Because we've been in forest the entire time, so I think it was a little bit of a mind meld there. But it's interesting. I always read a lot of these long distance hike trips, and they always talk about how hard the first day is. And so far, our first day has been pretty tough, but we're in it to win it. What do you think?
We're in it to win it.
All right.
That's for sure. I'm ready.
Onward and upwards.
Onward and upward. Lovely.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Not a bad little lunch spot.
No, not at all.
First lunch of the trip. Tortilla with tuna, some pepperoni, and some cheese.
Lunch of champions.
What are you eating?
Trail mix for now. I've got a little bar in one of my hips, but I'm not super hungry.
I am.
Indian paintbrush, that's kind of cool.
Right. Oh yeah.
I think that's Indian paintbrush.
No, I think you're right.
Harley.
Yep.
There's a bunch of it.
Not sure why, but that looks really cool, that angle between the two trees.
Look at all these snail shells.
Yeah, I've been seeing them periodically. First water source we've seen the entire day. There's Elephant Head Mountain, and that is the top of this climb. Oh, this has been a doozy.
Loving it.
Loving it.
Type 2 fun keeps us going.
That's true.
Holy smokes.
But definitely a slog. You know, we're still pushing away, and we are definitely closer than we are away. But we've earned this climb.
Mm-hmm.
There's
the trail, huh?
Yep.
Woo!
Made it.
We're summiting Elephant Head now, right?
Yeah. In your dreams. I'll watch. How you feel?
Honestly, pretty darn good.
I do too.
I was
Just tired.
Catching my stride there at the end.
Well, we made it to the top of the pass, and now we got a little bit lost at the top because the trail junction peters out pretty bad, but we did find the trail on our way down. So I'm gonna call that the end of section 1.
Agreed.
Thinks that sounds like a plan. So on to section 2. Well, now we're just looking for a campsite. Sorry. Oh, I hit my pack. Never mind. All right, first day done. That was a heck of a good day. Hard, but good. We did well over 3,000 feet elevation gain.
I think over 4.
I have continued my tradition of making the first day the hardest day of the trip. And I'm sure, yeah, Hot Pants is definitely happy I did that. Although he was doing a lot better than I was. He had sympathy on me though. But we're just cooking up some dinner. Hot Pants is going with the obligatory ramen.
Yum, yum.
I am doing beef stroganoff, mushrooms and beef. And yeah, I'll give you a tour of the camp later. I was too busy getting everything set up to try to mess with that. So
Oh, yum.
we're just gonna eat dinner and maybe do an interview. All right, so we're all packed up and ready to go. I did not get a chance to do a campsite tour last night, but this is our campsite. It's a pretty nice spot. Nice view. Waking up this morning. And now we're just gonna go down and grab our bear cans. It's 7 in the morning and we're getting started. On to day 2. How you feel this morning, Hot Pants?
Feeling good. A little sore, but that should fade with a few more steps.
Yeah, getting those first few steps are always the hardest. All right, let's get this going.
I'll get it on video.
Yay. Oh boy, this trail's rough. It's all downhill, but it's definitely overgrown. As you can see, the trail does go through there somewhere. But we're making it down. Hopefully we can get to a low place here where we can take a break and do some pressing business.
Reviewing the footage, I could easily tell that I was struggling throughout the day, as I did not film much of it. For me, that's a pretty telltale sign that I am definitely struggling and not enjoying myself.
Can I give you a tip?
Yeah.
Pan slower. That is the first AV wilderness sign we've seen. Of course, we're coming out, so we must have missed it going in. Well, Hot Pants and I are having our first hiker trash moment. We have stealthily placed ourselves underneath a bridge to eat lunch in a campsite we're not paying to be at. I don't think we're technically breaking any rules, but anyways, it just seemed like a good spot for lunch. We dunked our heads in and we cleaned the salt off of the sweat off of our shirts. And let me tell you, putting that shirt back on when it was wet was excruciatingly cold, but then felt absolutely amazing. So yeah, we're just gonna throw down some lunch and talk a little bit about the rest of the day. Again, I cannot reiterate how tough that section of trail was. Would you agree?
Yeah, it was brutal. Brutal.
It's just really overgrown and you can't see where you're stepping. I rolled my ankle 4 or 5 times. I kicked rocks several times. Just rough. But we're making it. All right, so today's under the bridge lunch is melty cheese and buffalo flavored tuna on a tortilla roll. Hiker trash heaven. Fan club has shown up to see us onto the trail. Hello, ladies. Just passing through. Sorry. Sorry, just coming through. We mean you no harm. I don't even like hamburger. No worries.
And that's where the footage ended. We would continue on a few miles beyond that point, struggling the entire time before ultimately deciding to abandon the trip and reluctantly returning back to the campsite where we had lunch. We would stay there that night and wait for our ride to arrive the next day. Even though this trip was a struggle, looking back on the footage, it's clear that we still had a really good time, and it was a great opportunity to spend some time with my friend in this beautiful area. And both of us are really, really looking forward to returning and completing this hike.